Oh, there's people in here.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. This is it. Rivals. Sunday morning Rivals.
First one.
First one ever.
Do you hear my sexy morning voice? My sexy morning voice.
This is pretty cool. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out. If this is a shit show, it's going to take a little bit. We're just waking up over here. Rock, how you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
$1 million, bro.
When I came over this morning, holy shit. Did you just wake up at that time?
Literally just got out, head off the pillow, pal. Been up for, what did we say, 45 minutes about?
Yeah.
So if I'm not my typical self, it's because I'm tired.
Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on here? What are they doing?
Yeah. The big mystery. What is Rivals? Did you do the intro yet?
Not yet.
Oh, all right.
All right, let's get into this intro.
And then we'll explain what's happening.
Enjoy this show. Who's it gonna be? Who are the rivals? Let's figure it out. Who's getting gunned out for?
Fuck the NFL.
You're a dick. Let's fucking get busy, guys.
Afro comes from the wild.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, that was quite the intro.
Fucking awesome.
Quite the intro. Young Republican taking a guess at what the Rivals show is.
What was he saying?
He writes, I'm guessing two things. Rivals is a sports show or it's a funny burying show.
Don't you want to see that, you fucking shit starter?
I bet you would love that. And I bet everyone's wondering what the show's going to be about. Hopefully the intro gave you a little idea. But, Young, you are correct. In fact, it is a burying show. And we will be going at rival podcasters. First show tonight is going to be... Foul mouth. No, we're kidding. It's not a fucking... Which, by the way, all you football people, after we're done here, go check them out. They're doing some kind of football thing.
Pre-game.
But no, it is a sports thing. We're going to be pretty much watching old fights from any sport. Really, this week we're going to do combat sports. Next week we'll probably do combat sports again. But who knows? One week we might do hockey fights. One week we might do baseball fights.
Yeah. It could be anything.
It could be anything. But this week we got 3 fights lined up for you. Don't worry, we cut all the fucking bullshit out of them. You got just the meat and bones. You got the fucking second the bell rings right into the end of the fight. The 3 fights we got tonight for you are, should I say them, Rich, or do you want to
Well, no. We'll actually, yeah, you could say, well...
Yeah, fuck it.
We'll
we can
introduce
say it. Who gives a shit? Who cares? All right, so the 3 fights we got for you. The first one we're going to do is Mike Tyson versus Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as we do the fights, we'll give a little background on what we know, if we know anything, because one of these fights I have zero knowledge of. I just know that it's the greatest fucking 2 rounds in boxing, arguably. The second fight we're going to do is Anderson Silva versus Rich Franklin.
And that was Anderson Silva's second fight. He fought Chris Lehman before that.
And destroyed him.
Yeah, he just destroyed him. So Rich Franklin has the belt, and we're going to get into that when we get into it.
And then the last fight we're going to do is just 2 fucking animals. Tommy the Hitman Hearns and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. If you have never seen these 2 rounds in boxing, you've been missing out on why boxing used to be great.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that once that fight starts, but Jesus fucking Christ, was that thing crazy. All right, so are we ready, Rich? Are we going to hit it?
No, we just, listen, this show is kind of free-for-all. The fights go while we hang out, talk. Everybody's in the chat.
See, the cool thing here is we got the old laptop hooked up to my projector.
Let's give them a little preview.
Yeah, show them what's going on over there. But we got the laptop hooked up to my projector, so now we can see the fights beautifully projected, wonderful high-def 1080p. Oof. And yeah. So right now you got Mike Tyson coming out. A little background on this fight. Mike Tyson, as you can see, was only 21 years old. Now at the age of 14, Cus D'Amato, Mike Tyson's trainer and
mentor,
pretty much,
father, everything. He took him in when he was a kid.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Cus, we wouldn't know who Mike Tyson is. But Cus was on the phone with Muhammad Ali, and it was right after Ali lost to Larry Holmes. And Mike Tyson was requested on the phone by Muhammad. And when Mike was on the phone, he was so upset about the beating Larry Holmes gave Muhammad Ali that he told Muhammad, he said, one day, I promise you, I'm going to get him for you. And that one day came, and boy, did Mike Tyson make good on his fucking promise.
Another thing that's crazy about this fight is that when Muhammad Ali lost to Holmes, it was kind of like what's going on here. Ali was at the end of his run. Holmes was a young, thriving kid at the time, and now the roles are reversed.
Yeah.
Holmes is now the older man, and Tyson is the young pit bull. And it's just funny how when you see this fight unfold.
Now, the Holmes-Ali fight was in 1980, just to give you an idea. Now, Muhammad Ali's first fight, I think, was like something like 1963 or 1964, somewhere around there. So it gives you a really good idea of how far into Muhammad. I'm pretty sure it was his last fight, too.
Yeah.
And it was billed as such. And look, Muhammad Ali is there watching. And even before the fight,
you're gonna see when it happens. We'll show you.
Oh, it does. You do see it happen here?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, but yeah, Muhammad comes in and gives a few words to Mike, and you look at Tyson at this time. I mean, for one, the one thing you're gonna notice is the vast size difference in Larry Holmes and Mike Tyson. Larry Holmes has got like a foot on Tyson. He is just towering over him. Right here, Muhammad Ali says, go get him for me, champ.
Yeah.
And fucking Tyson, in Tyson fashion, said, you got it, bud.
I was picturing he'd be like, yo, fuck him up.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure go get him, champ was probably Tyson putting it nicely, which maybe not, because Tyson typically doesn't put things nicely. But, and you could see in Larry Holmes' face right there, he's like, oh no, what did I get myself into?
Because he's fought before this, and people know how bad. Yeah,
this isn't Mike Tyson. Oh, we wonder who this guy is. This is 1988 Mike Tyson. I'm going to fucking rip your head off. Right. This is Tyson in his prime.
Yeah, the Nintendo game already came out.
Yeah, yeah. And he hasn't been charged with anything yet. He didn't go to jail yet. So this was quite the time for Mike. Whoa, you just did something there. Yeah, I thought you cut out all the meat and bones here, dude. What are you doing?
What do you mean, edit the video?
Well, I thought we would at least, get rid of the entrances and shit, and just get it right to round one.
I wanted to show the Ali, going up to Mike.
All right, now here we go. Here's the beginning of the fight. Larry Holmes. Again, he's an aged man here, but
he's 38 at the time.
Yeah, I believe he's 38. And wow. Now it starts off slow. And Larry Holmes was known for this jab that he had. And you see Mike just immediately going in.
Have you ever watched, because we watched Mike when we were growing up live, but have you ever seen explosiveness from any boxer like you've ever seen from Mike Tyson?
No. The way he would just crouch down and then lunge towards you like a fucking bulldozer.
All from his feet.
Yeah, actually, one person. We were watching him the other day while we were trying to set up for this whole thing. Rocky Marciano.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy fucking punched from his goddamn shoelaces. He came so far down and up.
I can't wait to do the Rocky Marciano stuff on here. Yeah,
we got to do that. But Marciano was just you watch him and you go, yep, that's where Tyson got his style from. Yeah. Because they fought so similar. And even the way they move side to side, how they threw their punches.
The only thing is, Rocky Marciano didn't have Tyson's
speed.
His speed and his
ferociousness.
Yeah. Like
Marciano, you could tell everything he threw with conviction. But Tyson, everything he threw, there was hate behind it.
Yeah,
not hate at his opponent, just hate in the world he was living in.
I'm adopted.
Yeah,
I come from shit.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson was just a different animal, though. You watch this guy back then, and
he was a predator.
Yeah, he was always the smallest guy in the ring, too. It's not like he was ever going against guys really his size. A lot of the guys he fought had inches on him and always had reach on him. I mean, his reach wasn't much, but the way he would close the gap on you and then just fucking land, it's just... You watch him and you really wonder what could have been if the jail never happened. Because he lost a lot of good years during that.
Yeah, you know what, though, also... everybody had his hand in his pocket.
Yeah,
that was frustrating to picture. Remember the Robin Givens thing?
Yeah,
the whole Don King thing. All that shit was going on. They're robbing him. They're fucking marrying him and taking him for a ride. At one point, I think he seen Brad Pitt show up to his house with Robin Givens
driving his car.
Brad Pitt fucking shit his fucking pants.
Yeah, well, he walked up to the car, Mike, and again. A car Mike bought. And Brad Pitt's sitting there, and he walks up and he goes, who's this pretty motherfucker? Right? Or something like that.
To fight him or to fuck him?
Yeah. But as Brad Pitt, I would have been fucking... It's balls, though, because he had to have known where he was going, no?
I don't know, I guess.
It's a fucking ballsy move. That was the end of round one. Again, this one starts off a little slow, but one thing you're going to notice with Mike Tyson is he is always moving forward. Yeah. You never really see him backing up. Yeah. He just comes at you and comes at you.
And the couple of times you do, like we'll go over the Buster Douglas fight, I'm sure, in the future, and the Holyfield fights. Because when they're putting pressure on him, that was the only time after they hit him that he would stumble back a little bit.
Brett Madsen, great fucking call, and we're actually gonna write that one down tonight. I keep saying tonight because I'm so used to doing the show at night. Today we already have our 3 fights picked out, but dude, Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald, you're 100% correct.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, that fight is arguably one of the greatest battles I've ever seen in MMA history. And Rory McDonald's face was just mangled in that fight. So yeah, we'll definitely do that one. Hopefully next week. If not, fuck it. We're gonna do that one next week. So make sure you tune in. If you've never seen Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald, you need to tune in next week and check that one out because it is a fucking bloodbath.
You know what? I'm gonna post the number up. I'm gonna take one phone call and. You guys tell me what you think about the show so far and give us your insight of what's going on here.
Marciano, yeah, Maddalena coming in with a little knowledge. In fact, he did fucking kick. He whooped Joe Louis's ass. She only knows that from Coming to America. I'm just realizing.
He was 176 years old. Oh my god, he was a little old.
Dude, we saw the footage the other day. I go, God damn, Joe looks old.
Yeah, but he punishes him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now what are we here? We're in round 2. This one really doesn't pick up until the 4th round, which for Mike Tyson was a long fight.
Yeah.
At this point of his career, but you see the shots he throws, and it's ferocious. Like just everything he throws, he's just gonna kill you with it.
See, dude, any of you, all right, if you was to fight anybody, you don't want to fight this guy.
No,
because it's not going to end well for you,
dude.
You're not getting boxed out. Like you're getting fucking mauled.
Dude, when he hit Michael Spinks,
fuck! I can't wait to show that one.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a quick one. We could have fit that in this episode today if we wanted to.
We'll see how things go, but dude, if he didn't have a glove on his hand, Michael Spinks would have been dead. Like you look at these punches, and I know the gloves don't do much, but they're saving people from death when you fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Because if this was like 1919 Jack Johnson days with no gloves, he would have been killing people.
It would have been a problem.
Yeah, it would have. Now you look at Tyson, the way he moves, dude, his side-to-side movement
is scary.
It's just, it is. It's scary, and you look at the guy in front of him, and Holmes, it's a very obvious reach advantage. And you would think you would try to utilize that, but the way Mike would move side to side and then come low and come up with that fucking hook or the uppercut, it's just...
It's like, who is he going to land this? And they're scared of that. That's what made him knock motherfuckers out.
Yeah, but then once Douglas happened and people saw weakness, the fear of Mike Tyson was diminished. But everything went away.
I don't think there was a weakness in Mike Tyson's boxing. I think it was him mentally. If he was mentally stable, actually, if he was mentally stable, he wouldn't have been the fighter that he was.
Well, it was the partying too. You know, if you read his books or you watch his show, the dude was partying like a motherfucker. He was doing blow, he's drinking, he's fucking, you know, he was doing it all, living that Las Vegas lifestyle. I was watching the videos the other day of him fucking running around a basketball court with that goddamn tiger he bought. Yeah. You ever see that shit? What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing over there?
No, I'm just seeing how don't worry about it. Keep talking, asshole.
But yeah, he's running around his basketball court, caged in, just him and a tiger. And this thing's jumping on him and pulling on him. And you see Mike even getting in the tiger's face because the tiger would start running at him, getting ready to lunge, and he would like jolt at it like he would someone on the street, and the tiger backs off.
Do you think he ever had to check that tiger?
That's what he did. That's what I'm saying.
Like, no, I mean, give him like a little nut.
Oh, a little punch? Yeah. No, I don't think that'd be smart.
Even a tiger would shit his pants, I think.
But it was like that idiot, the grizzly man, who, remember when the bears are behind him and he's yelling at the bears? It's kind of like that.
Yeah, but at least Tyson could actually defend himself a little bit against that tiger.
It's a bagel, Maddalena. It's not a buttered roll.
Yeah, I picked up bagels, coffee. We're having a little setup. What are you guys eating in there?
Eating puss.
Yeah, you guys want to call in now before this round 4 starts.
Yeah, because once round 4 kicks in, we're really focusing on the fight here. Because round 4 is where everything changes. What's funny about round 4 too is this dummy Larry Holmes comes out like he's ready to go. He starts bouncing a little bit more, starts working that jab, and backfired on him big time.
Well, you could tell he's very experienced to stay in this ring with him for this long so far.
Well, he's kept him at bay. You know,
he wasn't right during this fight up until this point. He's been trying to jab, trying to lock up with him so he doesn't close the distance, but it's just it's not going to be good enough, especially at 38 years old. How long could he actually hold this fight off until Mike actually gets in and just tears him apart?
Well, not much longer, Rich, because we know the outcome to this fight. Real quick, yesterday I got a new tattoo, and I just want to give a shout out to my boy, Tattoos by Lodge, over at Main Street Tattoo. If you're in the New York area, well, Long Island area, go check him out. Dude does great work. Did me, my oldest daughter, and my wife yesterday. We all three got tattoos. It was my oldest daughter's 18th birthday. So we said, what better thing to do with your new 18-year-old daughter than go get some ink. Yeah. So if you're in the Long Island area, really, check out Main Street Tattoo, Tattoos by Large, dude. The guy's great, really comfortable, nice place, clean, affordable prices, you know, and it does great work. I'll show it off on Tuesday. I don't think today's really the place to show it off. But, and it's still, you know, a little sore and everything from healing. But his line work and his shading, everything is very phenomenal. Nice. His line work is impeccable. And if you know anything about tattoos, the line work is really fucking important.
Now, if you guys have any requests like Mattson did, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know a fight you want to see and you want to watch with everybody.
Yeah, there's really no there's no set thing we're doing here. So if you got something you want to see, or if there's any, you know, any fights you want to request, you just let us know, and we'll most likely throw it up there. Look, it's funny. In my recommendations, they got Mike Tyson versus Spinks. All right, here we go. We're getting ready for round 4. Now, round 4 is where everything changes. This is it. This is we're nearing to the end of the fight here. The next fight we're doing, Anderson Silva versus Rich Franklin, is much, much shorter. I think it only goes about 2.5 minutes, if I'm correct, right, Rich?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but so here we go. Round 4. Holmes is now in his corner, wondering what the fuck do I got to do with this guy. He's been playing defense mostly. So you're going to see in this round 4, he's got a little pep in his step. You see him bouncing more. He starts working that jab that he was known for. That was one of Larry Holmes' big thing. He had a really great fucking left jab that would just connect at will mostly until he ran into the animal that was Mike Tyson. That is Mike Tyson. Because honestly, the Mike Tyson we have right now is my favorite Mike Tyson ever, and he's not even fighting. He's fucking great. He's got the podcast, too, called Bite the Mic. You should go check that out. So here we go. You see Holmes moving. He's swinging that left arm like Muhammad Ali kind of would even.
Yeah.
And
I think they actually used to spar with each other.
Yeah,
right?
Holmes and Ali did used to spar. But you see him, even his movement, the way he moves his feet, the way he bounces, very Ali-esque.
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson wasn't having any of it.
Yeah.
None of it. Not only was this fight dedicated to Ali, and he promised Muhammad Ali he was going to fuck this guy up, but now you're coming in, dancing and moving like the man.
Nah.
All that did was anger Mike more.
Not on my fucking watch.
And you're about to see what happens when you piss off Mike Tyson. It is not a fucking good...
Right.
Oh, that fucking left he just landed.
Wake up. Sunday morning.
Jesus Christ. Now, this is where Mike was his most dangerous. When you had him tied up or he was close on the inside,
animal.
He didn't need range. Everything he threw was in close. It was compact. And you watch him here.
All right.
And here we go. This is about the beginning of the end right here. You're about to see Holmes go down for the first time in this fight.
All right, shut the fuck up. Let's watch the fight.
Well, we're supposed to talk about it too.
You don't need to talk at this point. This is just. Oh, those shots! Look at him.
And he just falls like a bag of shit. Now his mistake here was getting right back up.
Yeah,
he should have just sat down there for at least a couple seconds and caught his wind. Because when you stand back up as a fighter, you immediately have all the blood rush to your head, and that fucks you up too. And down he goes again. Now that one really, I don't know if he was still kind of wobbly from the first knockdown and decided just to lay down on that one, because that one wasn't really a punch that should have dropped him. But this next one,
wow.
So left
Now,
and a right.
now Mike smells blood. Knocked him down twice.
Oh, big right.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Big left.
Now he's just on a retreat. He doesn't. He's just like, fuck. When is this gonna happen now?
Yeah. Another.
Oh,
a fucking crushing right.
That fucking overhand right. Oh, fuck those.
He's got
shots.
him in the corner. And then, oh, man. And that last right that dropped him. That was it. Damn. Jesus. Look, he's out cold. Out cold. Stretched the fuck out.
Wow.
And look at Holmes' trainers running in. They think he's dead.
Stop the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Throw the damn towel.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, so that was the inaugural fight to the Rivals new show that we're doing here on Super Ugly Channel.
And like I said, listen, if this show doesn't work out for some reason, we'll figure out something else. But I think the show is going to be great and exciting. Sunday morning, what's better to do than watch a few good fights?
Not many other things. Not many other things. Also, this show's only going to be exclusive to the Super Ugly Channel. I don't think this one's going to make it over to Russo's brand, at least not at first. Correct, Rich?
Yeah, nah.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to go exclusively keep this one over on our channel. Now, here we go into the...
Hold on, not yet.
All right, not yet. Never mind. I see things on the... Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I see things on the computer, and, you know, I forget that they're not actually up on your screen. So coming up next, we got Rich Franklin, who was the middleweight UFC champion at the time, 185 pounds, versus a virtually, at least in the UFC, unknown Anderson Silva, other than the beating he threw on Chris Lieben. Now, Anderson Silva's record before this, I believe, was 18-4. Something like that.
Maybe 2.
No, I saw 4 there the other day when I looked.
Really?
Yeah. But, I don't know. Maybe that stat was wrong, whatever.
All right. Why don't you guys want to call in? Do it now while I'm changing over.
In the meantime, you can hear my wife yelling at my daughter up there. I don't know if the mics are picking it up, but they might be. So if you hear a strange voice off in the distance yelling, that's my youngest daughter probably being a dick about something. Oh, man, is she a pain in the ass. Love her to death, but Jesus, can she rile you up? She knows how to push those buttons, my friend. Kids, what are you going to do, right?
Don't forget to tune in this Tuesday, Super Ugly Show, 7:30.
The normal show, 7:30 p.m. Tuesday. It's what we're doing. Anywho, while Richie sets that up.
What'd you do last night, Rock? Anything good or what?
No, not really. We had people over. Like I said, it was my daughter's birthday, so we had people over for cake and food and whatnot. And that was really it. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. And then I was going to say something, but then I was like, no, I'm not going to say it. So I didn't say it, Rich.
Say what?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
All right.
You do not need to worry about that, my friend.
Where is this fucking fight now?
You got it right there.
No,
Like,
I know it's not showing up on the feed here
why not?
because it's hidden on the OBS.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, man. man.
Why don't you do some plugs or something? Give me a second.
All right. Well, Tuesday night, the normal show, 7:30 p.m. East, Super Ugly Show. You can always call in. The number is 631-317-2277. Make sure you lock that in your phones there. So every Tuesday night, if you want to interact with us and call in, you're welcome to. Also, you can check us out on russosbrand.com and realmnetwork.com. Or for some reason, if you're not checking us out on our YouTube page, you can always check us out on Russo's Brand on youtube.com, or check out all the cool content he's got going. Oh, looks like we got it up, Rich.
Yeah, now listen, at this time, Rich Franklin is a fucking beast. He was laying people the fuck out. He is a strong, tough, great champion at this time.
Now, he was also known as Ace because people said he looked like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And he was a school teacher, like a math teacher or some shit, right?
Yeah, something to that,
Which
to that matter.
you would have to think the inspiration somewhat for the guy in Warrior maybe could be Rich Franklin.
Possibly.
Because I think
Warrior is the movie with Tom Hardy and...
I want to say Patrick Wilson, but I know that's wrong. I know that's wrong.
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson and the guy in Warrior, they're like the two Jeffs.
Matt Hughes was a great, great fighter at the... You're right, the hands.
Yeah, and I just saw recently, like last week, that 18-2, I believe. All right, thanks, Brett. That Matt Hughes got out of the hospital. So, special shout out to Matt Hughes. For everyone who doesn't know, he was in a horrible accident. He was in a truck and it got hit by a train. And thankfully, though, Matt Hughes is all right and he made it out of there. And he seems to be on the road to recovery. So, God bless Matt Hughes.
Now, can you say Anderson Silva in his prime, like, because you gotta judge fighters by their prime? Is he the greatest UFC fighter in his prime?
Arguably, yes. Definitively, no. Because I would argue that, and people are not gonna like this, George St. Pierre, the way he dominated every fight. Yeah, while yes, it is boring, it was complete domination. All right, here we go with this one. Now, this is a quick one, people, but very fucking exciting. Because Anderson, just the second he sets in that Muay Thai clinch, it's over. But for people who don't know about...
Let it unfold. You know, don't give him the fight before.
Well, I want to give him a little background about the sport
Anderson
itself.
Silva he was a jiu-jitsu guy, but also very, very skilled in Thai boxing.
Yeah, Muay Thai and kickboxing and regular boxing. Actually, he rumored to want to actually get into a boxing match at one point. Looks like he missed a boat on that one. Maybe McGregor sure picked up the slack there.
Yeah.
But also, I was going to say John Jones. I would love to have seen in their prime Anderson Silva versus John Jones fight.
That would have been awesome.
Because that would have been, I think, a fucking really, really great matchup. Yes, while there is a weight class differential, Anderson Silva did go up to 205 at one point.
Yeah, for at least like 3 matches.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. You see Anderson. Anderson usually in the first round kind of just gets his distance like most fighters, really gauges and sees what he's working with as far as the guy across the ring from him.
There he goes. Now he's pissed off. Anderson Silva just got hit, gave him the old tongue, and now that's it.
Yeah, now here's the Muay Thai clinch I was talking about.
This Muay Thai clinch, when you grab him by the back of the head, and by the time he's trying to break that lock, you're kneeing him in the ribs. So
yeah,
when you're kneeing him in the ribs, he's going to put his hands down to get away from those knees, and you still have him in the clinch.
Yeah.
So every time he tries to break out of this clinch, it doesn't work because Anderson just keeps on him.
And with gloves on, for all you non-combat sport people, or if you've never stepped into a gym before, with the gloves on, it's really not difficult, but a little more difficult to hold it in because you don't. Here come the knees.
You see those rib shots?
Here comes a barrage.
Now his hands drop.
Of knees, yeah.
His hands drop. He doesn't want those knees anymore.
And
so
there's
now,
the one to the chin. And then he gets another one that just sinks him.
I want you guys to watch something. Watch Rich Franklin's face. Hold on. Right there. He looks at him like, because he's so confused and he don't know what to do. You see his head back? He doesn't want any part of this fight.
Now right back into the clinch. Now, when you do the clinch, you don't
watch the control.
You don't interlock your fingers. A lot of people think, "Oh my God!" Anderson Silva in his prime was just a sight to be seen, and that is it, folks. It is over. But yeah, but a lot of people think with that clinch, you interlock your fingers. You don't. That's the worst thing you can do. Yeah. You go hand over hand in kind of a cupping motion. And with those gloves on, I imagine it's a little more difficult to do that. But once you set in, you want to bring your elbows as close as possible because the defense on that is to sneak your hands in between the two.
And locked underneath the chin.
Yeah, but to get out of it, if I'm locked up, I want to get my hands in between your two arms and kind of get you in your own clinch, because it's really the best way to get out of it. But the whole purpose of the clinch is that there's an old saying in mixed martial arts, wherever the head goes, the body follows. And that's what the clinch is about, because you have complete control of your opponent by having their head. So it was just a complete domination by Anderson Silva. That was his second fight in the UFC, like we said before. And if you didn't never seen the first one, we'll play it eventually. But the beating he threw on Chris Lieben was nothing compared to this ass whooping.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. He made him look like a little child.
Yeah, and Chris Lieben at the time was no slouch.
No, he's definitely well respected at the time and was doing pretty well up until that point. Anybody that Anderson Silva has ever fought in his prime pretty much didn't really fight after that, because there was no hope for them to.
Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonner. I mean, he just ran through that division like it was nothing and made people look silly.
Yeah.
And then, as we all know, Chris Weidman, Long Island's own. Yeah. Knocked him the fuck out because Anderson got caught playing fucking bullshit. And then, in the rematch, Anderson broke his fucking leg on the guy's shin.
Yeah. That was bad.
Dude, that was one of the worst injuries. I remember watching that. We were all here. We had a full house that night, actually. And Anderson landed that kick, and we all saw him step down. And everybody simultaneously just turned their fucking head and was like, oh, God. It was like fucking a rubber pencil just being mushed onto a table. It was just so gross. The best part was, though, that we had the replay because of the DVR, and it just kept bringing it back and bringing it back. And so now here we go. We're setting up our last fight of the day. It's going to be, like I said, Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Now, when you see the frustration people have with boxing as of late, it's because you see fights like this and you go, what the fuck happened to boxers? Boxers used to fight, you know, boxers used to brawl. And that's what we're trying to get across with this show, I guess, is, you know, to show the younger generation.
The UFC is awesome today, but
it wouldn't have been anything without boxing. Without boxing opening the door and really putting combat sports into the forefront, UFC might not even exist, to be honest with you. But this fight right here, as you're going to see, this is round one. Right off the jump. Look at the way these two just run to the middle of the ring. Ready? And here they go. Charging to the ring and just immediately just fucking throwing bombs. These guys have there was no plan here. It was just two angry fucking guys in the ring that said, let's just fucking do this. And you see every punch they throw, everything Everything they have in them is behind these punches. And a lot of it is landing. So these two motherfuckers not only are bombing on each other, but they're tough as shit, dude, because they take some fucking heavy shots in this fight. Now, Tommy Hearns obviously has the size advantage here and the reach.
Yeah.
But Hagler, you look at him, while he's smaller and more compact, he is just a solid brick of fucking, I'm going to fuck you up.
But he gets fucked up too, man.
He gets a really bad cut later in this round.
Look at them work.
But, yeah, man.
Nobody works like this anymore.
You don't see fights like this anymore, man. You don't. You see too much dancing. And look at the way Hagler just keeps moving forward on Hearns. And Tommy is the one with the speed and the agility in this fight. Hagler was more of a brawler.
Yeah.
But the way these two just nonstop for 3 minutes straight in this first round, just throwing and connecting, and you don't see this anymore in boxing, and that's what kills me. I was such a huge boxing fan. I still am.
Yeah.
But the
Canelo
sport,
Triple G is coming up soon.
next Saturday, yeah.
Should be something to watch.
That I'll probably check out if I can find a stream. I'm not paying for it. I just dropped 100 on fucking Mayweather and McGregor.
If we can get a stream, maybe we'll do this show like how we did, from over. Wow.
Oh, you mean and not show it, but us watch it?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. That'd be cool because if they're watching it, we're watching it. Might as well put the show on and have everybody hang out while we do it.
Yeah, I have a feeling the pay-per-view sales on that one are going to be quite low.
You think so?
Yeah. A lot of people just, like I said, just dropped 100 on that other fucking fight. They're not going to be.
Then they just got their bill probably right now.
Yeah. Now look at these two guys. I mean, like I said, this is unheard of in boxing. Of just two guys going toe to toe and just throwing, and the shots they both land too.
It looks like a fucking Rocky fight.
Yeah. Now everyone knew. If you can hear the commentators, if you get a chance, go back and rewatch this with the sound on, because even the commentators, they were saying they can't keep this pace up. This is going to be a quick fight. Everyone knew this was going to be a quick one with the way they came out. Because you'd have to imagine after this round they gassed. This is a fucking 12-round fight.
Bro, these guys are beating the fucking shit out of each other.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite fights in boxing because it really is just a brawl. Now, that was the end of the first. The second round, it's pretty much the end.
It doesn't change.
No. And the doctor actually stops it for 1 second and calls Hagler over during the second. And that's when Hagler knows, I got to finish this.
I gotta do something.
I got to do something because this cut's bad and the doctor's going to fucking stop this fight. Now, even for 1985, right? That's what year this was?
Yeah.
Even for 1985, if this fight took place in 2017, it would have been stopped because of that cut. Now, the only reason why it got to go on the way it did is because it was 1985 and the rules were a little bit more relaxed.
Let's watch this. Yeah.
And that was the punch that cut him.
Yep.
Oh, that fucking right.
You have to have a fucking chin and a half to take a punch like that.
Yeah. Now, is that a Jerry curl Tommy's rocking?
Yeah.
That is quite the Jerry curl there.
His power comes from his hair. Actually.
Yeah.
It's like Samson.
I'll let your soul glow.
It's the 80s, bro. Motherfucking right, Soul Glow. All right, let me blow this up so they could see this fucking fight.
Yeah, here we go. Round 2. And again, the pace just doesn't let up in these two. They both just knew one of us is going down.
Yeah, if I like this, you can't go keep fighting like this and nobody's gonna get knocked out. Somebody's getting knocked out. This ain't a point contest, and this ain't let's make it to decision time. This is no, I'm going to fuck you up. Oh, Hearns is staggered. Stumbles back. And he's still giving it, too. Look at the fucking... Normally today, they would have been backing off and shit.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no backing off. I mean, the only time you see Tommy really backing off is when he's trying to set up that jab.
Oof. Nice fucking overhand right.
Hagler's fucking power is just... For that weight class back then was unheard of.
Yeah, Marvin looks like a fighter from like the 20s.
Yeah,
you know, just the,
like
the old-
Dinkstown.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
fucking awesome, man. So glad I grew up during this time period.
Yeah,
you know?
boxing during the 80s. I mean, from boxing from 1990s back was amazing.
Yeah, Derek Hand said the same thing. I'm so glad I grew up in the 80s. Dude, we were blessed, man. To have shit like this, to have Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan and just everything great that came up in the 80s, we were very fortunate because we don't have that today. God bless old America.
Wow, someone just wrote in on a text. This is actually a really fucking good idea. Remember those celebrity boxing matches?
Okay.
We got to throw one of those up, like China and Joey
Yeah.
Buttafuoco, Danny Bonaducci versus who'd he fight? Greg Brady, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to throw some of those up too. Those
Me
are
and
fucking-
Rocky were actually talking about putting a fucking hockey fight up here.
Yeah, for all you hockey fans, Chantel, if you end up watching this, Ty Domi. If you don't know who Ty Domi is, just throw him into your fucking your YouTube search engine there and check out some of his hockey fights. He was the epitome of a hockey goon. They would send this guy out and he would just fucking just lay people
look at
out.
this.
Now here we go. We got
those
Hagler's
punches.
just got him against the ropes. You see Tommy's gas is finally kind of dissipating.
And
He's
he's
still
getting hit.
throwing. But
Everything with the kitchen sink here.
yeah. Now
Now
it's,
he's picking them apart.
it's about to be the end of round 2, and this one's over in the third
It is.
round. So here we go.
Another thing too, maybe one day we'll get Ryan from Going the Distance and
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
review like a Rocky fight.
Do Clubber Lang versus Rocky.
You know, that would be pretty fucking cool.
I think the copyright infringement might
We're gonna get it anyway.
might throw it off.
Yeah, that's why. Whatever, it is what it is, man. That's if the show works, it works. If not, you know, it is.
I mean, we could always have people sync it up,
Yeah, whatever,
you
whatever.
kind of like the
Dude, we're here to have fun. We're
What is
watching
it?
fights with everybody. Our community, our the super ugly horde.
we'll
And,
have
just having fun.
sync it up like Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz. That's all.
If they take the shit down, then they take it down. At least you guys will be able to watch it live when it happens. So you might not see it again after this.
Yeah, this might be the end of this episode for good.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what kind of copyright infringements we're going to
We
get
don't
hit
even
with.
give a shit.
No, we don't care. Whatever.
Yep.
You know, this show is kind of a throwaway thing. Yeah, we're having fun doing it, and we hope everyone's watching.
Yeah.
But
we're
this
not
is-
expecting longevity out of this.
Yeah, no, this isn't the meat and potatoes of the Super Ugly channel. So if this is your first time checking Super Ugly out, please know this is a
This
more
is
of-
wake the fuck up and stop sleeping in your bed and
Yeah.
hang out with us, eat a bagel, drink some coffee, and get your Sunday morning fucking ready to go.
get your Sunday morning started right with violence, straight violence, because that's what this is going to be every
was that
Sunday.
a slip? That was a slip.
Yeah. Now we're in the third round here, and you see they're just not letting up on each other, and Hagler is now more of the aggressor. Now the ref breaks this up, and Hagler's just right back in. Now here the referee stops the fight for a second.
What, to bleed?
They call the doctor over to look at Hagler's cut. Hagler's got a really bad cut. It is bad. And like I said, if this was something else, they would have stopped this fight. Now Hagler knows I got to fucking end this now because this cut's not going to get any better.
Marvin's getting drilled too. He's getting
Yeah.
fucking hit.
Yeah. And
If he wasn't getting hit, and honestly, we wouldn't even have played this fight. This fight is so.
it's so back and forth. And I could imagine watching this live back in 85. I didn't. I was only 3. But I can imagine if you were watching this live, the
Doing
excitement.
mad blow watching the fights.
Yeah, just fucking chopping them up.
But in the 80s, fucking bunch of crazy
And
hair
there goes
and cocaine.
Tommy. Tommy goes down, and Hagler finally finishes it. But watching it, dude, you would have to just sit there and be like, who the fuck is going to end this thing?
Wow.
Now, Tommy makes this count, but
Look at him. Oh man.
That's it.
He's totally limp.
that's it. And I mean, what a great time for fucking boxing. It was such a great time. You had people like these two. You had Sugar Ray Leonard. You had Mike Tyson just starting to come up.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, fucking Larry Bird. All the fucking great things in sports.
What do they have to do with boxing? I was
Not
naming
a fucking
boxers.
thing. But we had
LT, the
LT.
Chicago Bears.
Walter Payton.
The 86 Mets. Let's just keep bringing things up from the 80s. Nintendo came out in the 80s. You know, My Pet Monster.
Yo, maybe I'll show you guys my footage of me beating Mike Tyson on Nintendo.
Oh, everyone's on pins and needles waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boy Mike Tyson, I actually met him, hung out with him for like 5 hours.
Not your boy.
He's my boy.
Not your boy.
He's
And
my
in
boy.
fact, he was
I got
kind of
pictures-
annoyed with you because you kept asking him stupid questions.
I got pictures to prove it.
I believe his handlers were trying to push you away and get you away from him because you were
All right, here's the replay.
driving the man insane. Here's the right that just fucking takes him out. Look at that. Bam! And then this one. Good
Oh.
night. Good night.
When your body's going this way and somebody punches you that way, your head gets rattled. You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're done.
It's all about the button on your chin there. And it's not even your chin. Well, it is. If your chin's loose and you fucking get hit there, it's this weird trigger in your jaw that when your chin swings that way, it just lights out.
You got no control over it.
But then also, it's a neck thing too sometimes, because if your jaw is tight, which that's why they have the mouth guard, so you're biting down.
Yeah.
Because you need to keep your jaw tight. Whenever you see someone get knocked out, they usually have their mouth open. And that's an indicator of when a fighter's tired. They'll have their mouth open, which means they're mouth breathing. When you're mouth breathing in a fight, it's not a fucking good sign. You're supposed to be breathing through your nose mostly in fights. And exhaling out your mouth, but now the mouth guards kind of have that breathe.
yeah, they got a
piece in
little
it.
hole in it. Well, they've had that since the 90s.
Was it that old?
Yeah, when I was playing football, they had it.
They did? All right, yeah. My mouth guards are for pussies, you know. I didn't wear them. I'm kidding. I didn't do really any combat sports.
All right, guys, we want to thank you for tuning in, man. And we will be here Tuesday. And let's get the Super Ugly show going Tuesday. We're going to have a good time. Free for all as always. It's not structured. It's not subjective.
We got anything special lined up for Tuesday?
I don't know. I seen the preview to House's October build too.
Yeah.
We got to get Bobby and
Zach.
on, yeah.
Yeah. September 22nd, I believe it comes out on demand. So if we don't have them on before then, we'll have them on maybe after it releases or whatever. We're going to have them on to talk about it either way. They're great guys.
That's a huge. When you scored that was a huge score because that movie is legitimately no fucking joke.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It is. It's one of those movies that flew under the radar. I think because it is found footage and people are starting to get a little weary of that. But when it's done right, found footage is fucking phenomenal. And this was done right. This movie is fucking awesome. So the sequel, I can only imagine, will be just as good because these guys are talented as shit. They really are.
You guys on Twitter, hit us up with the fights that you want to see for next week. It could be anything, any kind of fucking fight. It does not matter. It could be your neighbors.
Except we're not watching fucking World Star
No,
KFC fights. They need to be legitimate sporting events,
Yeah.
whether it be Major League Baseball, NFL, hockey, UFC, even Bellator. It doesn't matter what league it is.
Unless, if you caught something that's in your backyard and your neighbor happened to fuck somebody up real quick, we could show it. But
but we're not gonna sit there and
and commentate on it
and watch the fight at McDonald's. It's this. Hey, unless it's Kimbo Slice, maybe we'll throw in a Kimbo Slice backyard fight.
Yeah. But like I said, fucking hockey, we could do anything with this. Let's just have fun on Sunday, hang out, wake up, and we'll see you next week, guys.
And now that we're done here, everyone, Foul Mouth just started about 10 minutes ago. So if you're a football fan, please go check them out. I know I break everybody's balls about football. I'm just not a fan, dude. But I know there are obviously millions and millions of people who are. So I'm sure they're having a lot of fun over there. So go check them out right now if you're still with us. And that's it. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Oh, God. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.